Okay, so that was really sad. I guess this is my last video. Apparently I talked too long, and it took me 20 minutes to put it on YouTube, so can't really remember exactly where I left off, so I'm just going to make sure we cover it all. PDF points to a number, so if you want to know the probability of making exactly 6 free throws, you put PDF 6 is the however many you're shooting, probability of making it 6. If you want to know up through 6, you do CDF and it will accumulate. It'll add up 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the question here was, what's the probability that she makes at most 7 of her shots? And I guess I don't know why I didn't include 7. At most 7 would mean she could actually make 7. So we do want to include 7 in here, and we do want to go through 7 here. So at most 7 means that she makes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't really feel like taking the time to do that 8 different times. So if I go to CDF, she shoots 12 shots, chance of her making it 75%, and I want to add it up through 7. So you can go type that in, get the answer, compare to the people around you, because I don't have my calculator with me right now, but that should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So if you want to make a distribution of this information, there are 2 ways you can go about it. So this says you have 10 switches with a 10% chance of failing. This top part right here is what we did last chapter and what we did up till this point. This is what's the chance of getting 0 bad switches, and here it is. 1 bad switch, here it is. 2 bad switches, here it is. This bottom part right here is the cumulative. This is adding it up as you go. So the chance of getting 0 would just be 3, 4, 87. Chance of getting 0 or 1, I add these 2 up right here, and I get 0.7361. If I want to get 2, I add up all of this, and I get this number right here. So there's 2 ways you could go about that. You could do PDF of every single one of these, and then you could go back and you could add them all up as you go and fill it in. Or you could do CDF. If you did CDF for 4, it would give you that number. CDF for 5, it gets you that number. And if you notice, so what we know about probabilities, they always need to be between 0 and 1, and they always need to add up to 1. So all of these are between 0 and 1. And if you notice here, well, you can put them in your calculator, they will eventually add up to 1. Now this bottom row is totaling them as you go. So this bottom row should get closer and closer and closer and closer to being 100%, because that is the total. You're adding them all up as you go. So here's the goofy little weird things I told you the book wanted me to tell you. The Homstat NPX, they wanted me to make you remember this. Or they said never play xylophone, if that helps you. PDF points to a value, CDF accumulates to that value. And then I have a few examples and then I am done. So hopefully this video is very short. So here's our example. Nikki is a 75% free throw shooter. She's shooting 12 shots. There's a 75% chance that she makes it. So what are the chances of making at most 3? You have 2 ways you could do this. You could do PDF of 1 plus PDF of 2 plus, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. Or you could just do CDF of 12, 0.75, 3. And why don't you try these before you watch me do it, and then you can just go back and check your answers. So what are the chances of making at least 8 shots? If she makes at least 8 shots, that means she is going to make 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. Now, I don't really want to do that 5 times and add it up. So the quicker way is I could subtract off 0 through 7. So if I want to subtract off 0 through 7, I'm going to do 1 minus CDF. And again, this is binomial CDF. I'm shorthanding it. I'm going to subtract off 0 through 7. So 12 shots, 75% chance of making it. I want to subtract off the first 7. What are the chances of making between 2 and 9 inclusive? Now, think of this like you think of the z-score table. If I do CDF up through 9, that's going to add up 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I only want 2 through 9, so I want to include 2, I want to include 9, I basically need to subtract off 0 and 1. So I'm going to subtract off CDF 12.75, 1. And that should do that. What are the chances of making less than 5? Less than 5 means I make 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, I'm going to do CDF 12, 0.75, 4. So you have to be very careful, you have to read it very carefully whether it says exactly 5, at least 5, more than 5, less than 5. If this is less than 5, that's 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So, I think that's everything. Again, I'm on the Google Hangout, so get on there, ask me questions if you have them. Make sure the first problem from 8.1.2, you do the long way. You do how many combinations are there, use the formula times the chance of getting it a success, chance of failure. And then 8.1.3, you can use just the PDF and the CDF. Have a good weekend, have a good day, and I will see you Monday or on the Google Hangout.